Alright, it is officially here. This is the Phase DJ unit. I'm so ready to open this up. Let's do it. Oh, yes. Yes. Wow. 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 I am so excited to get this. I actually cannot even believe it is here. Wow. Alright, I'm finally excited to open this up and really test it out. This was announced about 1 year and 4 months ago at the NAMM show, and people waited over 1 year for this. I waited since September, so I don't know, that's like 6 months. I waited forever. I was at the line of canceling, but I'm glad I held on, which basically is gonna make my needles obsolete unless I play vinyl, of course. Let's do this thing. I will not apologize to y'all, but I don't know, I'm very tactile, so I love smelling things. So if you see me smelling the device, that's just what I do, man. I actually didn't even think I was getting this anymore. Like, I waited so long that it felt like they were playing a cruel joke on me. Oh, it smells pretty good. So, let's open it up. It feels like an Apple product, low-key. Like when you open up an Apple product. Actually, most companies do that. Here we go. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Ooh. Alright. So yeah, so I did the pre-order. It didn't come with my slip mats. I saw a lot of people getting their slip mats. So this is essentially what connects into the computer and mixer. There's a way to connect it with the rain. So this is the little thing, like, it's crazy. So I do have to charge it for 2 hours. So even charging it, it looks really dope. And I know you could customize these colors. Wow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, we'll look through this. You put it under so it could like not slide on the records. Okay. This is what they look like. Alright. Here we go. I could see that being a live performance thing where you just take it off and start scratching upside down. Boom. Right there is playing. See, my mind is like, I'm hitting stop over here, but it's really controlled over here, so it's like, it's really trippy. I feel like I'm at the arcade, you know? But even for it to be on the turntable, see, like with the Rain 12s, I really felt like there was a weird, different adjustment that takes a while for you to get used to. Like, the moment I was scratching on 12s, it didn't feel like turntables. It felt like, I don't know what it felt like. It felt different. I don't really feel much of a difference using the needle versus this. Everything feels exactly the same. So even like putting it on, you have to put a sticker. It does clip on. Honestly, getting the software to work was just the tricky part, but now that I understand, it's not really that hard. So that's really cool. But maybe I wanna session in the dark. This is badass. If you want to not spend $800 on one Rain 12 and you already own turntables, this is the route. If you don't own turntables and you don't plan on playing vinyl, this may not be the route for you. You might want to save up and get those Rain 12s. I really can't wait to really put it to use and see how it works in the long term for me. But from just using it for 1 day, not even 30 minutes, I love it already, legit. Okay, so the pro of this, one is obviously you won't have to worry about needle replacements anymore if you use turntables as your primary source of mixing. Or if you're into scratching, I'm really into turntablism. So for me, I mean, I run through needles all the time, and to me this is crazy that it just makes that obsolete. Cons, I think that they dropped the ball on their estimated shipping dates. I think that they turned the DJ community off because a lot of people have pre-ordered the moment it came out. So some people have pre-ordered last year in April. And so I could understand people's frustrations and just going a different route. I myself was ready to throw in the towel if they didn't promise on shipping it at the end of March. But then they started like trying to be transparent, post the photos. And then I talked to some DJs that actually worked at the Phase NAMM booth. They were like, yo, hold on to your pre-orders, it's legit. I started thinking it was Fire Festival for DJs. I was like, this is some crazy BS. They're never gonna send this. Matter of fact, by the time they actually sent it, I was like, they sent me an empty box. So as a consumer, they dropped the ball to their brand name, but once people are posting about this, their name is going to be in the clear. I knew it was a new company. It wasn't Pioneer. It wasn't Rain. It wasn't a company that's established that was dropping the ball. But I knew it was a new technology, so I was like, let's give it a chance, you know. And I'm glad I did. I really enjoy it, but just a quick update that I've noticed. Unlike, you know, your standard mixer that has Serato built in, where you just turn it on, connect your computer, and you're ready to go, I haven't had that same luck with this. I haven't been able to just turn it on, plug it, and play. It's been, sometimes it doesn't read, it doesn't pick up the remotes, so I have to like hold the button, reconfigure it. So it's kind of a hassle, and I'm just thinking, you know, if you're doing an event, if you're doing a concert, I see that as an issue where you're just ready to go, start rocking, and you can't even get to it because, you know, it ain't reading this. I think that's all a firmware thing. I think that's something that could be hopefully updated. So I hope they address that soon. I haven't had any drifting issues or anything. It's just been starting. So the moment I start, it's been like a hassle trying to get it going. I have noticed that these connect way easier with a Pioneer S9 mixer than the Rain 72. The Rain 72 mixer, I couldn't even figure out in the settings to put it in CDJ mode. That was not apparent. I had to like go behind the mixer and find that, which I didn't even know that there was the little switch. I think people that have the S9s are having an easier time setting this up versus me. I literally took about an hour to try to figure it out the first time. Battery life, these are marketed as having a 10-hour battery life, and after like using it for 2 days, I mean, I've possibly used it maybe a good 4 hours. It's down to 30%. That's a little concerning. If you're going to be doing long sets, nightclubs, I just don't know, like I would be worried about these dying on me mid-set. I hope that that's a firmware thing, or maybe it's just the software that comes with this is reading the battery wrong. That's what I'm hoping, because otherwise this ain't giving me 10 hours. Hope it is addressed, and hopefully it's not a short battery life. I feel that if you're gonna be using this as a working DJ, you're gonna need two sets of remotes. You can't. I just don't see you getting away with just one, unless you charge it every single time that you're ready to go do a gig. And then that becomes another issue, like, oh, now I gotta charge something before I go DJ, you know? It should be a little bit more intuitive. So that was just my little quick update. For me, it reminds me of like playing the Wii, where it's like, what the movements you do, you see it on the screen. Highly recommend it.